Thank you very much for yesterday's film. Good day for everybody, and let's see what happened in yesterday. I did prize giving in 18-meter class, 5 kilo Lubor, Slovakia. In the 20 meters wood class, Charlie Sierra, Pavel Wojciechowski, Jan Stenka, Poland. Congratulations. The today's wine from the Heyman Cellar. It's a very famous. Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations again. In the open class, gold for Oscar Lima, Adam Zalewski. Congratulations. Come today and tomorrow again. Okay, please wait again. Thank you very much. Okay, and unfortunately yesterday's day was not so happy at the end. At about 20:15 there was an incident. The microlight, the black screen cried during the click, lost control and hit the ground. And after hitting ground, he taxied to the our glider, the competition number Victor, and slightly damaged the right wing left. So that is the news, and the Safety Bureau is investigating the circumstances of the incident. Okay, I have some organizers' remarks. That is about the dogs. And silence after 2200, please. And information, the tracking system is working perfectly. Safety cars was held yesterday and today will be the same. And I will pass the word to the András. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a class today, which is very close to a new drop zone area. This is Duna Újváros, and this drop zone will be active today, and it was not active until today, so we should just double check and make sure that this is also included in the airspace of your computer. And besides that, the power plant, atomic power plant, Papa 1 is active as usual, and drop zone is called Augusta Kiskunfélegyházba under the MTNA estimate, MTNA 1, which is also an altitude in 600 meters. If you are low near airport Szeged, please contact the frequency on even on your task sheet. Today, runway 17 will be used both for takeoff and intended to use for landing. Tow planes can either side, the relanding only on the east side, and don't cross the runway on the west side, west strip, during takeoff. After release, leave the release area, and with cell phone shares, please do not turn back in the release area. Try to reach the release zone at or below release altitude, and cool down the engine and then turn out and find lifts outside the release zone and the tow pattern, including the landing lane. We will use runway 17 for landing also today, since the prevailing wind is expected from southwest direction. But overdevelopment and the local showers with thunderstorms may be expected during the afternoon. So in the exceptional cases, strong wind from north, an alternative procedure for runway 35 may be used, but only in case of it is announced on the frequency. So be prepared for that case also, and use the east side for low energy and the west side for high energy approach. And finish final altitude, so finish the last turn, not higher, not lower, than 50 meters. The east side is more clear from obstacles, and there are large fields for emergency landing in case energy becomes too low. Finish rate is 3 kilometers at the moment, and the finish altitude is 250 meters above sea level. And after landing, roll straight, do not change direction, and try to roll as long as possible. That is to the end of the runway or just behind the previous airplane. Instruct your team, please helpers, do not cross the runway, but come to the end and approach the glider from the front. Turn back the glider without the cover, and hook on the glider after turning it back and towing out on a very fast. One important issue, someone were using wrong frequency. Please do not use 122.450. This is not a good choice. Please try to use the one which has been given. Thank you. And now some words about weather. This synoptic situation is quite, that doesn't say too much for its first view, but there is a convergence line over West Europe, which is approaching with its front, and within this area of insignificant synoptic situation, local effects with variable amount of humidity are influencing the weather. Variable humidity and variable amount of cloudiness is carried, drifted from west to east. And although high pressure is still before this convergence line, overdevelopment and local thunderstorms are expected in the second part of the afternoon. We can see that over the Alps in Austria there were huge thunderstorms during the night, and the clouds from these thunderstorms were drifted towards the area in the morning. These clouds have already dissipated, but the amount of humidity is still there. Following these areas, drier is coming, so we expect later overdevelopment than it is predicted by the models. But the prediction is expecting local showers between the Danube and the Tisa rivers, mainly in the south part of the area. In the previous 24 hours, at least in this area, there were no significant precipitation, but today, as I have mentioned, overdevelopment is expected, but we expect drier air and less severe activity. The airmass is quite active from 500 up to 1,700 meters. There is a stable layer at 1,700 meters, which may result in a slight decrease in the uppers. And because the lower layer is quite warm, we need a pretty high temperature triggering thermals. It's 32.5 at the moment. This has been verified by local study in the morning. A very good airmass between 700 and 1,700 meters. An inversion layer at 1,700 meters and very high trigger temperature expected after 11:30 today. But once the maximum temperature is reached, high turbulence and active convection is expected until overdevelopment. And this good airmass is indicated on the forecasted thermal condition map, but also we can see white area with low activity in the afternoon for those areas where overdevelopment occurs sooner. And it will cut convective clouds also. We do not consider convective clouds the thunderstorm clouds, and the cloud is a bit higher than yesterday. Wind situation is quite complex, with a surface wind from southeast at the moment, turning back to southwest during the afternoon. And at ground-based level, the wind is from west to northwest, and it is also turning to southwest in the afternoon. Wind speed is expected to remain under 5 meters per second in all layers. And this meteorogram is quite pessimistic because of the early overdevelopment. But for the second area, which is drier air, high cloud base, late overdevelopment, and good, excellent conditions until the overdevelopment is expected, with a high temperature and a bit late initiation time. Wind is from southwest in all layers. So that was for today and tomorrow. Still local effects in the high pressure area, but the frontal line is getting even closer. However, the convergence zone, which was present on the previous forecast maps, are dissipating. And the day after tomorrow, we do not expect passage of the front. High pressure with local effects and very high temperature. So that was weather briefing, and because of the potential risk of overdevelopment, an area task has been assigned for all categories with different paths, different directions. And I just want to point out for the open task, there was a mistake in the task sheet and the map is not correct. So there will be a new task which is just under printing, or maybe it's already printed and you will get it as soon as possible in your mailbox. For the open task, you will get a brown task, so please do not use the yellow task sheet. And sorry for this small error. Deliver flight recorder files in the usual way within 1 hour with a potential number in the subject field. And since the trigger temperature is very high, I finish my talk and announce the first launch a bit later, expected at 12 o'clock and may be delayed on official frequency. So now it's 11 o'clock, task heading for 18 minutes. I will see the categories and for the open class, new class will be spread very soon. I give the word back to the co-lecturer. Thank you for it.
Thank you very much, András. I would like to repeat the team captains please remain here because the new test for the open categories already done, so we will share it. And I would like to say with nice and good competition, and please pay attention to the flight safety, not only on the ground but on the air, thermaling and the road. Please pay attention to the flight safety. Have a good flight.